Every goddamn time, I'm surrounded by people who cannot not make zero sound when live mics are on during the intro.
Was not me this time.
We're really living up to the reputation that Brett has sold for us at Radical Rewind of not doing quality.
Anyway, we are Hack the Dino. This is You Don't Know Video Games, where you come to not know video games. And we don't know video games, so we can all be one knowledgeable whole. Sitting next to me is certainly a whole, Floppy Starrick.
Hello, everyone. I'm a hole.
And Anto is also here for the first show of 2025.
Yeah, it was a bit dicey there for a minute.
Really?
Messaged you like a week ago and was like, don't know if I'm going to make it. And then, like, the next day I felt okay.
Yeah, but you're here now, and that's the main thing. And do you know who else is here? The Lord Jesus Christ, because he's here with all of us.
No, he's
deep
not.
in our hearts and
No.
other parts of our body.
You know where he is? A hole.
That's what I meant, other parts of our body. Lord Jesus, deep inside us. Brayden,
Howdy.
how much do you love Jesus?
I wish he'd fucking fix my cough that I've been dealing with for 50 days of my 100-day cough.
No,
So
that's-
don't mind any cough.
That's one of the trials, isn't it?
That's a test in faith.
Oh, test of faith? Mate,
Yeah.
I'm failing.
Only the
Penitent man will pass.
Penitella.
Yes.
In the name, no J in the alphabet.
No, starts with an I.
The leap from the lion's head. Yeah, who's been playing Indiana Jones?
And how good was that CGI when he was standing on it? It's just a camouflage rock. It's like, yeah.
I love it. I still love
Oh,
it.
it's a fantastic film. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Indiana Jones.
Well, we might be.
It might be.
We probably will. We're here to talk about video games, and unless you've been sleeping underneath Jesus Christ, you may not know that a little thing happened today.
Today?
A little bit of a Switch 2 announcement.
It was very nice of Nintendo to hold off the entirety of 2024 to wait for our first episode of 2025.
Yes, Mr. Nintendo did give me a call and said, look, Ben, we're looking at doing it on the Monday. And I said, look, Mr. N, I love you. I love what you do. But if you could somehow do it on the Friday morning Australian time so we have something to talk about on the show, I'd really appreciate it. And he went, Ben, for you, anything.
Thanks, John Nintendo.
Yes, Mr.
And
Nintendo.
then he realised he thought I was Ben.
Yeah, but then he actually realized, oh, hang on, no, that's Jesus Christ.
And he's like, damn it, now we've already said yes.
Wow, we have lost so many viewers, but that's okay. We only had 10 to start with.
Well, that must have been a good day.
Before we crack on into the show, I would like to highlight something that's been highlighted to me on my run sheet, and that is to say thank you to our Patreon producer level Patreons. I said Patreon twice there, but that's how important it is. So thank you, Dylan the Villain. Thank you, Mr. Game Boy Games, Michael Towns, and thank you to new podcast producer Patreon, Sutek.
Hey, thank you, Sutek.
Thank you.
Many thanks.
And if you would like to have your name read out or whatever and join in the
Whatever.
the game club and
Submit questions to the quiz.
yes, all those things, you can head on over to hackthedino.com and click on the Patreon link and support us at the producer level tier.
And we too can forget to thank you every week.
Lucky you.
Well,
If
no,
you don't-
you'll notice that Brayden is going to be on it this year because if there's one thing I want, it's for this
Money.
show to get Patreon support so that we can improve some shit.
yeah, like
We
the
better
PC.
get some better people on here.
But if you don't have any money, not a problem. All you have to do is head on over to youtube.com/at You Don't Know Video Games or look up You Don't Know Video Games on any of the podcast apps and just share, rating, subscribe.
Spotify, rate 5 stars
If
because we're
you
that
could.
good.
Like,
Or 4 at least.
I can guarantee you that only one of us here has rated the show on Spotify.
Oh, no, I haven't because I haven't listened
I've
to
done
one.
it.
I went
Oh,
to do it.
Yeah, I did it when I had Spotify Premium like ages ago.
Sweet. So it's us two who've got the 2 reviews
I went.
on there.
I will say I went to do it yesterday, and it went. No, you have to listen to the show before you rate up. My car can't be fucked.
Floppy, just put it on when you go to sleep. And that goes for anyone at home as well. If you watch this on YouTube, just put the podcast on Spotify
That's
or
how
Apple
half our
Podcasts
people-
when you go to sleep.
It's how half our viewers get to sleep.
Yeah. When they're driving.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't listen to us while you're driving. Safety hazard.
Floppy,
Yes, mate.
what have you been playing with?
I've been on holiday, so that was yeah. I took some holidays post Christmas. As a lot of people know, I work retail. Christmas time is busy and a little stressful. Took some time off, and I wanted to play a little cozy game. I'd finished Star Wars.
It's a very cozy game.
No, I'd finished that one, so I was moving on to a little cozy one while I was on holidays. I played Under the Waves.
Under the Waves.
because
Under
it's
the
better done.
waves.
This game is awesome. I will say I did it. I finished it in 12 hours. I did probably main story plus some other stuff. So essentially, you're going down in like a deep sea rig with this little submersible to do maintenance for a big oil company.
Just get right.
But you're down there and you're
Sound
like,
cozy.
it is all right because you go out and you'll collect some algae and you'll clean up some oil spill things and you'll just photograph some animals, some like humpback whales. But you'll be like down there, you've got this little, just nice little ocean sounds playing, and all of a sudden you'll hear this, and there's a humpback whale next to you.
Yeah, no thanks.
It is amazing. It does get a little bit tearjerkery and sort of because he's dealing with some trauma from past, but beautiful game, looks fantastic, really atmospheric.
Can I guess? Is there like a big bad sea creature, which is actually a metaphor for the hurt that he's holding on to? And once he learns to let go of that hurt, the sea monster goes away.
No, but good guess. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. It was very, very cool. It was a really nice little palate cleanser after playing a big game. So I'm looking at doing that a few more times. So I did that, but I also have a thing that I haven't started playing yet. Mm-hmm. But I have a surprise reveal. The guys here don't know what it is either.
Yeah, all we've got in the run sheet is surprise reveal, and then a couple of really raunchy emoticons.
Yeah. So, friend of the show and actual one-time guest, Angie, we have worked together for a number of years, like 5 years. She's recently moved on workplaces.
So she can't, isn't forced to listen to the show anymore.
No, not at all.
She's no longer
But also, just before Christmas, popped over one day and was a bit of a thank you for everything we've done at work and other things, and had picked up a little gift for me. Mm. And I unwrapped said gift and almost cried. Mm-hmm. In fact, I teared up.
Uh-oh. He teared up. It means he leveled up. Holy what?
That's awesome.
For the audio
podcast listeners,
it's
Floppy,
Silent Hill
what is that?
So I have a minty fresh copy of Silent Hill on PS1, the last game I needed to finish my childhood collection of PS1 games, which Angie knows I have been looking for like 3 years. But it was never at the right price or in the condition or at a time where I could.
For those of you
warrant
who aren't really aware of the retro market, Silent Hill for the PlayStation 1,
What, like $2
$200 to $400
Yeah.
depending on condition.
Yes,
That has all its manuals. That is really good condition.
it's really good. So
Wow.
it has been really hard not to let you guys know.
Especially because I keep sending you...
I know.
I find them online. I go, hey, Floppy, here's
But
one.
look at that case.
Ben, stop
I'm not touching it.
Oh, dude, I didn't give a shit.
No,
Please
no,
don't.
because
after the last time.
last time I touched one of your games, it fell and broke, and I had to go and
That's
buy
true.
you another
he did,
one.
actually. Anto, you less prone to accidents.
You're right.
So yeah, I legit I had tears in my eyes. It was amazing. It's something that meant so much to me, and it was very, very awesome.
That's finished your collection now.
That has finished my childhood collection of what I had.
Yeah,
there is
wow.
still a couple of games that I would like to get that I'd never had as a kid.
Okay.
So I never owned Dino Crisis, but I would like to own.
Okay, well, make sure you pop a list in the
I will.
in the Patreon chat, because if you join the Patreon,
Very cool.
you get a special link to the Patreon only Discord, which I've decided this year because I'm going out a lot for Super Retro Squad and doing a lot of
day.
hunting. I often come across things either online, on Marketplace, or when I'm out hunting. So I've let the Patreons know, hey, if you're after something, shoot me what it is. Put it in this little, I think I've called it Retro Club. Put it in the Patreon Retro Club.
What you called it, actually.
And I will keep an eye out for it and shoot it through to you if I find it.
There you go.
There you go. There's an incentive. Like, for, I think $2, Brayden. Is $2 the bottom tier?
I believe so.
$2. You can get access to that. You can get access to me for $2.
And it's going to get us ever closer to sorting out any of our audio crap.
Yeah. Blue Lagoon. Yeah, probably. I left that one there.
Dead Calm is great. You should have got Blue Lagoon.
No, it's very problematic. It's got a 14-year-old Brooke Shields naked in it. That's an issue. That's a problem. I left that one there for other perverts to grab.
I'm not going to say anything.
Speaking of no.
But yeah, so that was my big surprise reveal because you guys all know, and everyone that watches regularly knows how much I bang on about that and how much I've been
Yeah,
how
that's
much effort
great.
I put in every toy fair we've been at. I've been hunting for
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Ben sends me at least one a week.
Yep.
But yeah.
Silent Hill as well.
Silent Hill,
Anto,
man.
what have you been doing with your bad self?
Big bad Leroy Brown.
Similar to Brayden, if the run sheet is
yeah.
anything to go by.
Absolutely.
Oh, then
So-
we'll tie these two in together.
I have taken a leaf out of Floppy's book and started noting down the games I'm finishing each year from this year onwards.
Can we just go back? You've taken a leaf out of Floppy's book. Now, I know that's an actual phrase.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Where does the leaf come from in the book?
No idea, but why does a leaf turn Mario into a raccoon with nuts?
It's a tanuki. not a
Yeah, I
raccoon.
know. That's why.
And why does he wear a butt plug with a tail on it?
The Tanuki's got giant testicles.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
well, that's how it flies.
Like Mario.
It does. Have you not seen that photo? Yeah, I have. Tanukis use their big giant balls to glide down.
Stretch the
Facts.
skin
There you go.
right out.
You're learning.
I might change my username to Tanuki Man.
We
can't
may
tell-
not know video games, but boy, do we know
know
balls.
Tanukis.
So
Oh.
we've lost the Christian community, and we've probably gained a community that I don't think you were prepared.
Do you
to
know
gain.
what? I'm very okay with that.
Yep.
Hey, that is a
yep.
community that I would rather.
Welcome. Welcome, D's.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Anyway, Anto, back to your leaf.
So yeah, I'm doing what Floppy's been doing for the last
5 years.
several years. Yeah.
5 years. I think 2020 I started.
Yeah, so I'm going to be like noting down what I finish game-wise every year that is like something I haven't played within the last 2 years. So like I'm playing Elden Ring again currently. I'm not going to put that down when I finish it and say, oh yeah, I finished Elden Ring again.
Do you know, did I tell you why I started doing it?
No?
It was an incentive to actually finish games because I was doing that thing where I start a billion games and jump from one to the other every time
Yeah.
something new comes out. And I realized I didn't actually finish anything. I just started a whole lot of shit.
It's just
Not
started lots
shit,
of
but,
games
like, I started a
and
lot of
played
stuff.
a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I should play these things. I play games for stories. Why am I not playing them for the whole story? I don't read half a book and then put it down.
No, that's fair. But yeah, the first one on the list is Fallout 4, which I played at launch.
Fucking big game.
Played at launch. Maybe sort of bending the rules a little bit because Coda and I started playing it in late December, but finished it last week.
It's fine.
This counts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the first
Wow.
time. Because I played it at launch, got to a certain point in the story, which, just in case spoilers, I'm not going to go into. But it annoyed me at the time so much I put it down and didn't pick it up again ever.
I don't think you need to worry about spoiling a game that came out in 2015.
I mean, I
no,
don't
he's
know, man.
being respectful.
It's 10 years.
People are only just getting into Fallout now because of a show. Like, I don't want to spoil stuff.
Pretty sure they're not watching our show.
I've also been playing a lot of Balatro because I bought the PS5 Special Edition. Just because I wanted
Special
the cool little Joker cards.
Hell yeah.
And I've finally been bitten by the Baldur's Gate 3 bug.
Oh. So how are you gonna split your when you note it down? Because I always write down the game, what I played it on, and how many hours I spent. Are you going to split the hours between how much you played the game and how much time you spent creating your character?
So, with Baldur's Gate 3, yes, because I think it's interesting. Other games that involve it, no.
And will you be documenting rigidly the positions that you bang the bear in?
No, because I don't like Halcyon. I don't like the character that the bear is.
Look, Anto, I asked for very little of you. Can you just once
All we
bang
want to
this
know,
bear?
bang a bear.
Just
let us
bang the
watch.
bear.
Let us watch.
Ben's
Stream it.
really leaning into that new community.
I was going to say, we're adding another community to the show now. But yeah, no, so I've been playing it with Coda because she
Likes bears.
likes Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Coda's put something like 340 hours into it over a couple of playthroughs.
Jesus.
It's like, this is Coda's special interest.
Do you guys ever eat or sleep?
Yes,
How?
at normal times.
No.
Yes.
Impossible. Maths. Math says no.
But yeah, so I got into it because I got, strangely enough for me, who plays, giant, sprawling, 100-so-hour action RPGs and Japanese RPGs, Baldur's Gate 3 sort of overwhelmed me a little bit when I started it because I'm not super familiar with, I guess it's a CRPG, like a different style of game.
Yeah.
It's a BRPG.
Bear RPG.
Anyway, so I'm sort of leaning on Coda and she pointed this out the other day, but it's really weird to be playing a video game together that I'm not the one sat there with the encyclopedic knowledge and like
Change of roles. That's good.
leading the charge kind of thing.
That's actually really fun.
So it's been really fun. Like I'm sat there just like, oh man, I don't know what to do with my turn or my action, and Coda is just like, oh well, if you do this, you can use your action, and you can burn your bonus action to do this. Then you can action surge, and you get another fireball, and it's just nuts.
I've got a tip for you as well.
Bang bear.
No, well, yeah. When you're doing that, be sure to press pause.
Why? Oh fuck.
You know what they say? It's always good in a relationship to switch positions on the couch.
But yeah, so we're doing that together, and Coda has been playing a game called Infinity Nikki, which I'm not sure anyone is familiar with.
It sounds rude.
Yeah, I
But
was thinking Infinity
it's
Knickers as well.
super innocent. Like,
Oh, yeah!
So I only know about this because it was like a PlayStation published game, and I saw like it in like a press conference or something. This game is the most wholesome thing ever.
it is.
Oh, really?
It's like if
Wholesome, huh?
It's
Rule
like
34.
if Fashion Boutique Designer 3DS meets
That's Articuno.
Hatsune Miku meets Pokemon Legends meets Breath of the Wild meets like Hello Kitty. It's the most adorable open world fashion monster defeating fishing minigame adventure thing I've ever seen. And it's just super wholesome. I think Coda described it as this is the game that her 8-year-old self would have like found and never moved on from.
Honestly, I'm getting Sailor Moon vibes from
Would
it.
it have
Very
been...
much that, because you transform into like different like dresses and outfits and stuff, and they give you different abilities like bug catching and
Sailor
mining.
Moon
It's
Fucking
crazy.
rules.
And
Would this have been Coda's Final Fantasy VII?
oh no, because Coda's Final Fantasy VII is Final Fantasy VIII.
Never heard her talk about it.
Would not want to be in the household when that argument starts.
I've
Stuff
known you guys.
flying everywhere.
I've known you guys for years. I've never heard her say anything about it ever.
But yeah, no, like the wildest thing about it is the level of quality this game has, and it's free to play.
Sweet.
Oh wow.
100% free to play. It's got like a gacha mechanic similar to a lot of other NetEase or like Genshin Impact style games do, where you pay real world currency for rolls on like rare items and characters and stuff, but you don't need to do it. I think Coda's put in maybe 20 hours or so far, and none of that stuff has reared its head yet.
Awesome.
So
That's great.
yeah, really good time, super relaxing and chill. Music's really nice. It's a super wholesome, fun experience.
All right, Brayden, what have you got? We're gonna have a speed run because we've got a lot to get through.
I got Baldur's Gate 3, and I went and did something crazy. I went through and played all of the Uncharted games. I played through 1 again recently, but I went and played through 2 again. I went and played through 3 again.
Nice.
And then, this is my shame, I never played 4, which is kind of insane for me as like a PlayStation fan.
Brayden. I've never played any of them.
Wow,
Yeah, but
okay.
You don't play games.
I never
You
finished
just buy
3.
them.
God damn.
So
I buy
3
old
is good,
games.
but I gotta say,
And don't play
having
them.
finally played 4, god damn, I get why people really liked it, because that's a really, really good game.
How amazing was it? So Uncharted 4 was the first game that I ever sat back, used the camera function, and took a screenshot.
Yeah, nice.
Like when I was standing, you climb up. I think it was a prison.
Stunning.
Was something
Oh
like
my
that.
god, the prison level?
And when you're standing on it and you're looking out over the coast,
Yeah.
that was the first time I was ever like, shit, I might actually use his camera function.
Yeah. No, this game is gorgeous. And I played through Lost Legacy as well. That was great. Loved it. I am surprised after the end of Uncharted 4 and doing Lost Legacy, just like showing off like what they could do if they wanted to have more adventures in the future, that they haven't, and they're just kind of not.
I've
don't
never
know.
played Lost Legacy. Do you say well worth it?
Oh yeah, like
All right, cool.
Floppy, you could probably play through it in like 2 long sessions.
So 8 days.
I may or
for
may
me.
not have played through it in like 1 day.
Okay, so 4 days for me, probably.
Yeah. But no, really, really good. And other than that, yeah, just playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Sounds cool.
Cool. I
Ben.
played Smash TV and finished it.
What is that?
Smash TV is great, but that's old. That's like 91.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Oh.
But I didn't play this version. I played the version on the Xbox.
Oh, like on Game Pass or something?
Yeah. Well, not Games Pass. No, I played it on my original OG Xbox.
As in
Oh,
like
okay.
a retro version,
Yeah,
or like
no,
the
no.
16-bit version on Xbox.
The 16-bit version on Xbox.
So like the Super Nintendo or Mega Drive version.
Yeah, basically. This
It looks like cannon fodder, but with like a horde mode.
Basically.
It's basically Contra, but a horde mode.
Yeah.
You're stuck in a room killing stuff with Contra-style abilities.
Yeah, so Havoc came around and we sat down and just played this, and it was great. It was great fun.
Yeah.
Great game. The boss surprised me. I'd never made it up to the boss before. And then when we get to the final boss, I went, oh, wow, that's really cool.
And then it was a bear and he fucked it.
This is so gory, though. Like, hilariously gory. It's fantastic. Like,
Yeah,
one of the
that looks
bosses,
cool.
you have to shoot, like, its face off.
So is every level horde mode?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. I do realise that this came out before horde mode on Gears of War, but that's what I'll call it now forever.
Yeah. And then,
You win a brand new VCR.
I just I just played Astrobot a bit.
How far are you in Astrobot now?
I'm up to the third boss.
See, that surprised me because it is the kind of game that I thought would have ticked every box.
Yeah,
for you
it
to
does.
just
Absolutely does.
Play.
Third world boss or third boss?
Third
boss?
galaxy boss.
So the end.
The
boss.
snake.
Okay, yeah, cool.
That you have to do dragon uppercuts to
Yeah, that
smash
surprised
it.
me. I thought this is one that I thought out of all of us, you were going to be one of the first people to finish.
No, I can never finish games. What are you talking about?
Maybe
yeah.
you should start recording what games you finish each throughout the year.
Give me a piece of paper.
Fortnite.
Right, you can't finish Fortnite.
Yeah, you can. You uninstall it and never play it again.
Damn.
Well, that's on the cards too.
I hope not.
Although Godzilla,
That's how we hang out.
you know what you're doing
I
with the Godzilla.
saw the Godzilla thing and I was
So
like, yeah,
how
man.
Godzilla's working on the Fortnite map is a portal opens up. First person to that portal becomes Godzilla. Like you become giant Godzilla and you just stomp around the map.
I'm going to do that.
Yep. So that'd be cool.
I was playing with friends of the show V to the Z and Synoptic the
You
other
notice we
night.
never get an invite anymore, Anto?
Yeah.
We're dead weight.
It was because we jump on at like 9:30 and you're still asleep. Or you're asleep already.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm often working.
Yeah. But we jumped on and we all got that. Now, I'm going to say her name wrong.
Hatsune Miike.
Hatsune Miku.
Hatsune Miku.
So we had a whole team of Hatsune Mikus.
Yeah, right.
It was amazing.
All right, we're going to talk about Fortnite a little bit later on because someone else played it.
Someone else did play it for the first time.
But I want to just talk now about a little thing that was announced today. A little console called the Switch 2.
Boo!
No, not boo. Just
Boo!
what? Acting
All right.
boo?
Super Nintendo Switch is a better name.
Oh, that's a bullshit name. Thank you, Nintendo, for not fucking it with the super word.
So, turns out every single leak that came out was 100% correct. The third party, who was it, Genki?
Yankee, yeah.
I don't know.
Had a mock-up of it on the show floor at CES. And Nintendo's lawyers came up to him and said,
Really?
"What are you doing?" And they said, "We're just showing off our
Our collection
peripherals,
of stuff.
So
for
what
it.
peripherals did they have that they had a Switch
like
2
Joy-Con
there?
covers."
Case, Joy-Con grips.
Do you feel?
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to break really easy.
Nah, it'll
No.
be made of metal. It'll be
No.
like the OLED.
Or bend. It'll bend.
Silly.
Michael
Too
Towns brought up that we finally got the GameCube handle back. But yeah, so they basically said, "Oh, we can't get in trouble because we didn't sign an NDA." So I was just saying to Anto before the show, someone's in a lot of trouble, either at Nintendo for not getting him to sign an NDA, or Genki because someone did sign an NDA and they forgot
did it
about
anyway.
it.
Yeah.
So from the trailer, what we can tell is that it's completely backwards compatible.
Nope.
Well,
Nope,
not
nope.
every game.
Because it'll be things like Ring Fit, won't it?
Yeah, like
where you have to
Ring Fit
use.
attachments.
You'd think that the old Joy-Cons would still be able to use wirelessly.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe there'll be an attachment, but they'll look
Surely.
weird.
Like Wii remotes on the Wii U.
So Joy-Con, if you go to a minute 12, Brayden, it looks like people are talking about Joy-Cons being used as a mouse.
Because they've got like an optical sensor on the side as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah, so
Although I
that's-
did watch it
So
at
yes,
like 6
this
o'clock in the
is
morning.
a thing. So if you look here, if I go back just a little bit more, they actually go
It's a
into
stapler.
They go into this grip, and then once they're in that grip, they can slide like a mouse, and you use it like a mouse.
So is that the wrist strap grip?
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, I've heard people talk about, like people in the know quotation marks, that because obviously we didn't get any specs for this. This was just a
was a
teaser.
teaser. Yeah.
But apparently the sensors are the big thing that people are excited about with this
The
console.
sensors.
I don't know what that means, but they said people are going to be making a
Like
big deal about the sensors.
Gyroscopic sensors?
I hope not, because I hate movement controls. But you know,
They did
we'll
listen
see.
to you about the teaser trailer, so maybe they listened to you about that. I really like the connection, the magnetic connection.
Yep.
I think that's great.
Yep, better than the other. Oh, whoops! I'm not pressing the button and
It's
destroying my
gonna. I
Switch.
think it's gonna be way more sturdy.
They also pretty much revealed that Mario Kart's going to be a launch title. Like,
I saw
surely.
that.
Surely. I love the new designs. You see Chunky Kong?
No.
They've redesigned Donkey Kong. And
What?
he's a big old chunky boy now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's great.
Where is it?
I don't know if we can find a picture
Brayden,
of
freeze
him.
on that frame.
Yeah, I will. Give me a
Enhance.
sec.
Enhance.
Yes, holy crap, he's buff.
Yeah,
He is
his-
massive.
His biceps
He
are
is
as
like
big as his face.
Oh, you know what? He's like Jack Black.
No, he's more like Zach Sabbath.
Oh, hang on, Jack Black was Bowser.
You call him Zach
Who-
a gorilla.
Yep,
Who was no
Built like one.
Seth?
I wouldn't take
Rogen?
that, Zach.
Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
But they're all very cartoony. They're all very rounded, and I love it.
yeah.
Love the new designs.
I think it looks great.
All right, so let's crack into it a little bit. Who was underwhelmed or disappointed by this?
I was not disappointed. I was underwhelmed. To me, this came across as like the new 3DS XL.
Yep, I think
Really?
because you
Thing?
put that in our Discord, and I think that was the perfect comment for this. The Nintendo Switch 3DS
Like,
XL.
the new 3DS XL was cool, but it wasn't a new console. But that's the kind of vibes I got from this.
Yeah, I mean, rumors are this is has the power of a PlayStation 4 Pro.
That's cool.
Um,
Not the noise though.
Oh, it'll probably have the noise after a few months.
But I really think Nintendo is just a handheld company now. We're not going to get another home console. Yes,
No,
it's a
we're not going to get a
hybrid, but-
separate home console.
No.
A purely home. I like the size of the Joy-Cons because I like them. They're bigger because I find it really difficult to use little Joy-Cons because they're so small. So that's cool. I like that. I like the magnetics. I mentioned to you before the color.
Yep.
I hate the color.
Yeah.
Purely because it is the exact same color and almost the exact same design of a really cheap third-party controllers that are out now.
By Genki.
And that's all I see when I see that. It's a company called 4Gamers.
Yeah,
I think it's 4Gamers. And they just make cheap shit that you just buy for little kids to break. And that's the same sort of design and colors. And I hate that. Not because I think it looks bad, because it just makes me think of that. I just associate that design with that company.
Yeah. I was a bit disappointed that all the leaks were true. I was disappointed that the leaks came out and that it wasn't a big surprise. I was disappointed that, they've just reiterated, and, a little bit of me is going, Wii U, remember the Wii U? I know it was bad marketing. Like, that's the reason they put 2 on this, to make it.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're likely to get, at least for the next generation after this, like, we're probably likely to get a Switch 3.
I don't know about that. See, I was having this discussion with Brayden. We've got, and this is going to be in one of my picks, spoiler. We've got Xbox and PlayStation going, handheld, eh?
Have we, though?
I think we do. I
mean, there have been rumors that Sony have been working on a dedicated, like, Steam Deck style handheld for
Well,
a
that was the
while.
rumor when the
Yeah.
Portal came out.
Yeah.
But they reined it back in because they weren't ready for it yet. So they brought out the Portal.
Tested
Or
the
it was
waters
just-
with the Portal, and
Yeah.
it was a success. So
Yeah.
Or that's just what rumors do. They see a thing and they call bullshit.
Well, that too. But, yeah, I mean, I think
I'm not saying that the
Nintendo...
Portal was bullshit, but people...
I honestly think Nintendo, after this, might have to go again. Like, reinvigorate some other form of their business and come up with something new.
I think
because-
Townsy called it in the chat a second ago. He said they can afford to play it safe after the original Switch because
Yep.
it sold gangbusters,
Yeah.
and they couldn't do that after the Wii U. They had to come up with something exciting.
Yes. Well, now they've got enough money that I think what's the whole thing? 11 failures in a row they can afford
Yeah.
because they've just got more money than God.
But when you look at it, like you look at the PlayStation, and PlayStation's just done well by reiterating and improving on essentially the last model.
Yep.
Switch can do that now.
Well, that's what they did with the 3DS range.
Yeah, they DS, 3DS,
That's
2DS.
my argument. Like,
Yeah, I think you've
the
got, I think
DS
you've got it.
was around from 2004-5 to 2018 as like a thing.
Yep.
So you had the original in 2004, the Lite in 2006 or 7, the DSi XL, then you had the 3DS, 3DS XL, new 3DS, 2DS, new
2DS
3DS XL.
Yeah. And
Like-
then, yeah.
It was a thing for at least 14 years. I don't
Yeah.
see why, if it's still making and printing the money, they're not going to keep this going.
If they just keep the format of the games and
Yeah.
change the machine up.
Well, that's where their strength relies, like their games,
And let's
their
face it,
IP.
the format of their games is great. So cartridge, it holds a lot of information, or it can. I assume they're quite easy to produce. I don't really know. I'm guessing out of nowhere. So if they can do that, that's what PlayStation Export done. They kept their format and they've just reiterated the machines.
Yeah, Sony
Switch can do that now. Like
Yeah.
Nintendo can do that now.
Sony capitalized on the, hey, we are a premium home experience with a system that can do a lot of shit. So there's no reason Nintendo can't do that as long as their eShop doesn't suck on this one.
Well, there are rumors. Well, it was revealed by leakers that they were going to bring the Virtual Console to the Switch originally.
Fucking better.
I hope that Virtual Console is possibly the greatest.
I would rather spend a couple of dollars on an old game than I would pay for a membership with streamable titles that are mostly garbage.
Well, because we all know you stream things, you don't own them.
Yeah.
And that's where we're headed, unfortunately.
Do you know what I'm most curious about this, though? Mm-hmm. When it flips around to show the top panel and pops up the volume and the power button and events and stuff, there's a port on top.
So you just USB-C.
It looks like a USB-C port.
Yeah.
But the formatting of the what's the word I'm looking for? The shape of the molding around it makes me think that similar to the Steam Deck and a ROG Ally, that might be not even for a monitor. That might be for an external attachment to improve displays.
You know what I think it is?
That might be for a graphics card or something.
I think you know what I think it is. I think it's to when you're out portably, say, and you haven't got your dock with you, connect to a monitor.
Mini HDMI or USB-C to HDMI.
Yeah, that's what I
sick.
think.
Yeah,
that's what I hadn't thought about that.
You know what I reckon it's for?
I reckon the other one's for a headset.
They're going to bring back the GameCube monitor.
Of a little attachment. Yeah.
And you're going to have a screen on there.
Or
screen on a screen.
The Game Boy Light magnifying thing that
Yes,
The little worm light.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
It's just powered by USB-C. Yeah.
Yeah. Brayden, what do you think?
I tell you what, freaking love this animation. Ooh.
Yeah.
It hits good. Someone cooked with that. That was good. I like the look of it. It's more Switch. It's I don't need it, but I'm happy for the people that do. I like that it's a bit bigger. I like seeing the comments of people being like, "Hey, the Switch hit puberty," because that's exactly what it is. It's a little bit bigger and it's a little bit edgier.
Yeah, it feels like they've gone, okay, the Switch is an established thing. We can make it not look super appealing to children now.
Yeah.
As much as I liked the Switch for the first 5 years, it did start to feel a bit cheap by the end. Until the OLED.
I will say, for the kids who got the Switch when it first came out, you know how old they are now? They're in their mid-teens.
Yeah.
If they're going to see this, they're going to be like, oh, that actually appeals to me.
Yeah.
And again, the leaks kind of ruined it all, but the upgrades and functionality is really interesting. So
I thought Brayden said the links ruined it all. And I went, yeah, the Atari links, screw that platform.
Oh, I thought you meant the golf courses.
What do you guys think this is going to be priced at? I have a prediction.
I'm going to go
$630.
Yeah, I'm going to say $650.
I'm going to say 600 flat because the OLED is already pushing nearly that.
Yeah. $540.
$549, I think.
Yeah. I was about to say, I can't actually take credit for the 3DS XL comment. I was reiterating a comment that was from V.
Oh, well.
That was V's comment, and I was
Should've
like,
just
that's
stole.
perfect.
Why, did she just have a go at you? Send you a
She
message?
should have a go. She was like,
Yeah, she had a go. Stealing V's glory. Old Floppy.
the time.
Coda pointed out to me earlier as well. She found a Reddit thread about the magnetized Joy-Con adapters. Apparently, statistically, one of the biggest failure points on the original Switch was the rails and people snapping off Joy-Cons.
Yep. Stop breaking your shit.
It's probably the connector on the actual system that slots into the Joy-Con is probably some sort of
That's just to pass data, and then the rest of the rail is magnet.
Yeah, it's either that, and that thing is flexible to avoid breaking. The actual connector, I think that's going to be a flex.
I don't think it'll need to be.
I think it will be just to make sure that it doesn't die.
There's only one way to find out. We're going to get our hands on a model and snap it live on air.
You know what, guys? Just don't make things harder to break. Just stop people from breaking shit. Learn to be better.
Yeah, John Nintendo.
Don't give it to your kids who are too young to know what shit is and break them.
I know that you were saying Super Switch, right? And I made a fuss. I really am I was really worried they were going to call it the Super Switch.
I would have loved it if they
I
called
would
it
have
Switch.
preferred it.
It's too the number 2 on it. I think the Switch 2
Marketing. Yep, 100%.
it works. It's a better name. It's a clearer name, especially for people who aren't as much into gaming as what we are. I think mum, dad, grandma, grandpa.
That's
can
what's
go,
aimed at.
oh, I know what that means. The
Yep.
Super Switch it sounds like you're trying really hard to be 1990s and failing.
See, I disagree on that point, but I agree that it's not a bad name. Just I feel like they're missing a thing because everyone who has played a Switch, okay, maybe not everyone. It's probably fair to say that 90% of people who have played a Switch know about the older systems, whether it's through experiencing the Virtual Console, through Switch Online, or parents and siblings telling them about previous consoles, or maybe even owning them. They're missing, like, I don't know, I feel like they're missing a key part of their history by not having the first thing and then iterating on it with the Super.
But they've only done it once.
But that's not the point. They went they went Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Ultra, and then they changed that at the last minute. I don't know. I feel like it's just missing a thing, and it's obviously a personal bias.
Revolution.
I think they did the right thing. I think the Switch 2 is better.
After
clearer.
the disaster of the Wii U,
Yeah.
they needed to make it simple for everyone. Because Nintendo is very much... I had this conversation with someone, I've said it on the show a couple of times. Nintendo is very happy being the second console.
Yeah.
They are quite happy to be, have your Xbox, have your PlayStation, but you need something to just chill out with.
Need something to have Mario on.
It's just there.
When everyone's fighting to... when Xbox and PlayStation are fighting to be one of the consoles of two. So, how many families, I mean, not every family, but how many families have, do I get a PlayStation or an Xbox, but I'll also get my Switch?
Yeah. Well,
the Switch is almost guaranteed.
It's
the other one that you have to fight between.
Yeah, moving forwards as well, like if Xbox go the way that a lot of people suspect they're going to go, the Switch, if it gets Game Pass, will be the way to go for your second system. Like, there's no other alternative.
You'll get a PlayStation and a Switch.
Yeah.
Just spoiling all my picks here. Anyway.
I'm not spoiling nothing. I'm not getting into specifics.
All right, well, let's move on. Let's move on to predictions.
Go on to the prediction. All I want to say is that
I'm looking forward to the...
I will be getting this.
Yeah, same. I'm getting it day one.
I haven't... it has not sold me on day one yet.
Yep.
Because at the moment, there's... no. I need to know more.
Brayden, you've...
I also don't play my Switch enough to make it a day one necessary pick.
Brayden?
Up.
Yo.
You've mentioned that you're not really keen to get it. When you see this Nintendo Direct on the 2nd of April, if they have some just mind-blowing games, will you get it?
I mean, I probably will eventually.
Does like Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out sell it for you?
Absolutely not.
Does
7 Remake.
Metroid Prime 4 coming out sell it for you?
Nah.
What about Mario Kart with 24 drivers? Because someone sat there and counted all the drivers on screen.
But you mean all these drivers?
Yeah, they counted them, and
That doesn't
apparently
look like 24.
No, look at all the starting marks.
Oh,
Holy shit, yeah.
The starting marks. Ooh.
so 24 races.
24 races at a time.
Who has 24 friends to play Mario Kart at the same time?
Online. Done.
Online. They might be improving their online
Play
system.
with people you don't know?
Yeah, all the time.
Gross.
With that many people online at the same time, you know what I think they're going to need?
Get beaten by kids?
I think they're going to need some new characters. Hello and welcome to Brayden's Surprise Mario Kart 9 roster reveal.
Okay, hold up. We can't do this because it might ruin one of my predictions.
Oh no!
I think it's already been a planned segment that none of us knew
No,
about.
that's fine.
Here we go. So as we all know from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they had a whole bunch. Look at all these guys. But you know what? They're probably all going to be there again because, you know, they've got the assets. That makes sense.
They do need 14 Fire Emblem characters.
But no, we've got some newbies to join the team. First up,
Doug Bowser.
Kirby.
yes!
We got to get Kirby
Oh my
in
god,
there.
yes, that's
Amazing.
amazing.
We got to get Kirby in there. And if you have Kirby, you can have, like, Kirby become a bicycle as well. Like, it'd be great.
That is fantastic,
Yeah.
actually.
Next up, Diddy Kong.
Oh, yes.
I
I
looked
can't
back.
tell what that picture is.
It's Diddy Kong from Diddy Kong Racing. But the fact that I looked back at the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe roster and I was like, Diddy Kong isn't in there?
Really?
No, Diddy won't be in it because of the allegations.
That took me too long.
God damn it. Oh, well, on that banger.
But his oil
Ryu. Yes, you're going where I thought you were.
Get Ryu.
I think it's not going to be Mario Kart. It's going to be Nintendo Kart.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Smash Bros of racing games.
Oh, well, Anto, no, I hate to correct you, but it is Mario Kart 9 Deluxe.
Deluxe.
We've got Solid Snake.
Yes.
We've got Mario.
Wow.
Yeah.
And if you got Mario,
That Mario.
you need Luigi.
Yeah, John Leguizamo.
God damn. We got Samus,
Yep.
Nice.
of course. We got Sonic.
Sonic.
Hey,
I'm going to get out of the way of this one.
Oh, I heard the reason why.
Tom Nook.
Tom Nook, of course.
I heard the reason why Sonic takes part in go-kart games. Like
Because it
Sonic
wouldn't be fair
Racing.
for other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I like that. That's good.
Sonic
lore.
is interested in the spirit of fair play.
We got Tom Nook. We got Star Fox.
Nice.
Fox McCloud.
Fox McCloud. And we got... Elephant Mario. And the fun part about Elephant Mario is that if you wanted to, you could have him play where the second he gets in a car, the car like goes to the ground and starts like grinding.
Now, I just before you reveal this last one, Brayden.
Yes.
So I helped Brayden with a couple of these characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
See
wonder
if you
which
can
ones.
guess which ones.
Ryu, Snake,
Yep.
and Bob Hoskins.
Hold on. Exactly.
Floppy, you've nailed it.
And the last one.
It's almost like I know you.
This last one. So this last character, I think, hasn't had enough kudos. This character invites.
Can we guess?
Yeah. Well, this character invites everyone to their game, but has never been on anyone else's game. So who do you think?
Invites everyone to theirs, but hasn't been anywhere else.
Can we get a clue? I mean, that is a pretty good
that's
clue.
That's a big clue.
That's an amazing clue.
That's an amazing
Invites
clue.
everyone
to their game.
but doesn't go anywhere
Call it out in the chat if you think you know what that is. Is it a...
Can you name the style of game they're in?
No. You've got all the clues
Is
you
it?
can have.
Who? What's the Overlord thing in Smash?
Master Hand?
Is it Master Hand?
No.
Damn it!
I will let you know. Master Hand was like this close to being my pick. In
That's
this
a
last
good guess
one.
for someone who doesn't know
I know
Nintendo.
who it is.
Right?
Good one.
Who is it, Anto?
No, I don't know who it is, but Goku.
Shit, that'd be really good.
No, it's not Goku. I have, of course, referring to Jonesy.
Make it Master Hand and get rid of Jonesy. Jesus.
Thanks.
That was great. I like that.
Jonesy says Chris Pratt.
So, one prediction I want to ask you guys,
Yep.
given that there's a new Nintendo console coming out, how many different variations of this console am I going to buy?
All of them.
Well, I didn't get all of them this time.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Nah.
I've
Really?
got-
I've seen your hidden stash of Switches in the garage.
Let's go through. I've got launch Switch. I've got Switch OLED base model. I've got Switch OLED Zelda model. I've got Switch Lite Zelda model. I've got Switch Lite.
Did you have the Eevee
Pokemon.
one, Mario one, Fortnite one,
No, I don't have all them. I'd like to get them though, especially those Joy-Cons.
Smash Brothers one?
But so I've got about 5 or 6 that for my collection. Then I've got Parker one and Jazz has got one. I bought one for my
I like how
mum
you
as well.
bought them for them, but they don't play them and they stay in your collection.
Correct. Oh, Jazz plays it when she goes to America. There you go.
So that,
So
that one time.
How many? I'm about 6 or 7 Switches this generation.
So are we talking the length of the Switch 2's lifetime?
Yeah. So, when we're still doing this in 4 years' time.
I think over the Switch.
I think 5 because I think they're going to do less.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I think that's a good call. They probably will do less variants because it's not. It'll be successful, but I don't think the Switch 2 is going to set Nintendo fans on fire like the original did.
I don't
Until
think the
they
Switch
go-
Sports ones counts because it doesn't have anything different on the dock or the Joy-Cons. It's just a flagship model Switch.
Okay. So, other predictions. Last year, around this time,
We made predictions.
we made some predictions,
Sort
didn't
of.
we?
Well,
We
we
did.
made some pretty shit guesses.
Brayden, do you want to lead this one?
Sure thing. Sorry, I do have my 100-day cough, so don't mind me. All right, these are.
You don't have COVID, do you?
No, I don't.
You better fucking not.
No, I do not.
No,
I
he's
swear
got a
to
100-day
God.
cough.
I swear to God.
Have you not had it?
Take off.
It's sucked.
Yeah, I've had it.
I've had
twice.
it. I've had it for the last 40-something days. It sucked. And yesterday was feeling great. It was barely there at all. And then today, I feel like I'm gonna die.
Today I woke up and I sound like this.
Exactly. It's horrible. Anyway,
Like you've been
let's
smoking
run through
for 84 years.
the first lot of predictions here. Ben predicted that Nintendo will release a new console in 2024 with a new 3D Mario game as a launch title.
Technically, they did release a new console.
No, they didn't.
No, it didn't.
Excuse me, Alamo.
Alamo's not a console.
Not a console,
it's a
you
clock.
twat. Hang on, can you reach
play
any
Wow,
further?
okay.
A new game on there?
Could you reach any further? I got asked yesterday if I was.
We
gonna
do know
buy
you're here,
Alamo.
Dylan. There's just a lot going on.
Yeah. It's all good. Don't worry. Anto predicted Tears of the Kingdom remastered / deluxe for Switch 2 / Super Switch.
Yet to be seen.
Yet to be seen, so it's a pending.
Rumors are that was last year. Rumors are though that Breath of the Wild upscale is on its way.
Damn.
For what? What are
Oh,
they gonna
if
do?
it's just a patch that you don't need to buy the game
Yeah,
again
that's
for,
what-
amazing.
That's what the rumor
yeah,
is.
brilliant.
Upscale.
I predicted Nintendo's new console would be called something completely new. No Switch in the title.
That was silly.
Which
The Nintendo Lever.
last year didn't happen, but this year happened.
the button.
Floppy predicted the Switch successor is announced, priced at $600. And Jazz predicted the Hollow Knight Silk Song will come out.
Hey, look, if we go fiscal year, I'm still in.
No, we're not going fiscal year.
Damn
We're
it.
certainly not going fiscal year.
Calendar year?
All right,
That was never
Who's
stated.
got the next batch?
All right, I'll do the next batch because I had to fact correct Brayden on a couple of these.
Well, I just didn't know.
So I predicted physical media will decline with more titles going digital only. And this is correct because in 2024, digital distribution became the dominant force in the gaming industry, with physical game revenue falling to $8.5
I was going to say,
Only
buy
8.5
or
billion.
two is very different.
It is, yes.
If you fall to 8.5 billion, you're still doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Not to worry.
So I'm giving myself that one.
I'm actually really proud of this call.
Anto said PS5 Pro by the end of the year, whether that be announcement or release. And yes, not only did they release it, they released a special edition, and Anto got their hands on it, and
Ding,
it
ding,
was
ding.
amazing.
It has been amazing.
So that's a point for Anto. Brayden, Apple Vision Pro will have less than 2 big, decently rated game offerings by the end of the year.
I'm pretty sure it's got none.
What's the Apple Vision Pro?
It's their
Exactly.
VR headset thing, and it was priced at like $7,500.
And it's already dead.
Remember that? That was like a flash in the pan in like January or February.
Now-
Damn.
Don't worry, Dylan the villain. We all prefer physical, and it's not going anywhere. Yes, digital rose, but like
It's
Ben
not
just
going anywhere
said,
here, at
physical
least.
games still made $8.5 billion last year. It's still a bigger industry than movies and music combined.
Yep.
You'll be right, mate.
And Floppy, now this is the one that I wasn't too sure, but I'm willing to give it to you.
All right, cool, because I have no idea what you're referring to when you said yes.
You said we will see an AI-built game. Technically, yes.
Okay,
Technically, yes. Brayden, can you bring up
I'll
that
take
link?
it.
Yep, sure thing. Just one sec. Here it is.
So this is...
I'm assuming it was not...
Poop emojis.
It did not do very well.
Well, it's just like an indie game. That
okay.
someone's gone, oh, this is a totally AI.
That's just
Does it look familiar
Minecraft.
at all?
It looks like Minecraft.
Yeah. No, it's Oasis, a universe in a transformer.
Cool, I win.
Fuck off.
I win.
So I was willing to give that to Floppy.
Thank you.
There was also a game called The Girl Does Not Exist that released last year.
Ooh,
Which
2
was
points.
a simple puzzle game where every single asset and line of dialogue was made using generative AI.
2 points for Floppy.
No,
No, you
1
stay
point.
at 1.
And then Jazz said...
there are other games out there that steal assets too.
No, that was entirely made of AI, not just assets or like some influence.
Yuck.
Yeah. gross.
And Jazz said, new Just Dance game.
Yeah,
Yep,
which is
that's
right.
safe bet. All right, Floppy, you want to take the next lot?
Sure.
No,
Ben
up top.
has said that Summer Games Fest will be bigger than ever just to spite E3. Got a yes. Summer Games Fest 2024 was larger than the previous E3. Wasn't the previous E3 a non-event?
The last
Or
E3
you mean the
was
last
like
one
The one
did.
that people...
20
Yeah,
or something?
yeah.
Summer Games Fest has more publishers than E3 did in previous years. Nice pick. Anto,
Hello.
Bloodborne 2, damn it.
Never gonna happen.
Or some kind of remaster of the original by Bluepoint.
Do you know why it's not happening?
It's a good call, though.
I've heard that Sony like execs are waiting for Miyazaki to be free to
Yeah.
do it again.
I
So
thought you were
Greg
going to say
Miller-
me.
Shuhei Yoshida left PlayStation
And he
recently.
was like the guy who got Miyazaki involved.
Correct.
Yeah.
So Greg Miller... I know people hate it when we talk about Greg Miller, but we love
Who's
Greg
Greg Miller?
Who hates that we talk about Greg Miller?
It was in the thing last year. People don't like us talking about Greg Miller.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was in our feedback for
Yeah.
last.
Where do you
last
think we
show.
get half our news from?
Exactly.
Or our content?
I watch Kind of Funny Games daily every single day.
Same.
So we got... he is good friends with Shuhei Yoshida and had him on the show basically
sick.
as he stopped and just carte blanche asked him all these questions. He's the one who said, yeah, we're waiting on Miyazaki because he was very involved in it and it holds a very special place to in his heart. He wants to do something. He's just finding the time.
Yeah. He's been busy with Elden Ring and Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree and now Night Rain. So
Yep.
All right,
next.
All right, next one. Brayden's pick. We will see a proper trailer for the Captain America Black Panther game with an early 2025 release date. It will look good and people will be keen. There is a lot in that. I hope you got everything.
like more people than
Well,
just,
me
Brayden.
being keen. Got a yep. Did we see another trailer, did we?
We
Yeah.
did. We got this full story trailer.
Oh, no, I do remember
The
seeing
one
this.
that people don't believe is a real game because it looks so good.
Was this not early in the year, too?
This was early in the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we haven't seen anything else since, have we?
Correct.
No, not yet.
Cancelled.
No. It
have a
has to come
feeling-
out this year. It's on my Fantasy Critic.
I have a feeling
It looks so good.
the reason people don't believe this is real is because I don't believe this is like actually in-game engine running.
No, this is
I
just a
believe
cinematic.
this is a cinematic.
Oh, absolutely.
absolutely.
Because 7 Rebirths CG or like animated cutscenes that aren't in-game models look just like this as far as detail.
Yeah. Looks cool there.
Wolverine,
My
damn it.
pick was Indiana Jones nominated for Game of the Year. Nope.
Do you know why?
Nope.
It's released in December.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
And for some silly reason.
That
But
doesn't count,
Floppy, you
apparently.
got nominated for Game of the Year at the DICE Awards. Don't worry.
Oh, so no one for me, please.
No,
And lastly,
it wasn't,
Jazz?
it wasn't last year.
And Jazz's was indie games will rise. More of them due to accessibility.
Hell yeah.
Yes, indie games have generated $4 billion in revenue on Steam in 2024, which is close to the revenue of AA and AAA games. This is at a 17% increase from 2023 and double the revenue from 2018.
Excellent.
I'm going to now call Jazz Captain Safety Pick.
All right, Anto, your turn.
Alrighty. So Ben predicted that cozy games would become more popular. There's a question mark here, but I will argue for a point in Ben's favor
Sweet.
purely because in the last couple of years, things like the Cozy Direct have become a thing where like cozy indie games are showcased similar to Nintendo Direct. There have been so many games come out that have like that cozy sort of lo-fi pastel kind of vibe. To me, like, I feel like I see more trailers and like announcements for sort of cozy niche indie stuff than I do most other things.
Can I
So-
can I ask a question?
I would argue, yeah.
Is it more popular than what, though? More popular than last year?
Yeah.
Or because I would say that the last 3 years has been the same. Like, they're good. They're at a high level, but I don't think there was a change.
Do you want to know? I think there's a correlation
I think
between...
since 2020, cozy games have been up there.
Yeah, I think they have. Do you want to know why? Because I think people are turning to cozy games because they're really stressed and depressed
Yeah,
now about the real
100%.
world.
So,
So I'm saying there wasn't a change in cozy games, though. They were
Okay.
just remained at their high level.
but all that aside, am I getting a point?
All right, hang on.
I don't care. It
hang
doesn't
on.
mean anything, does it?
I'm just going to argue again for yes, purely on the basis...
I didn't argue for no.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm just casting my... If we're voting, I don't know. Purely on
I've already changed it.
the lone stats for Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley sold like 14 million copies just last year.
Wow.
It has now sold over 30 million copies.
Probably play that game.
It is fucking fantastic. It's Harvest Moon, but better.
All right, cool. I'll give myself a point.
Anto's pick.
All right, Anto, next.
Oh god, I've got to get back to the run sheet. My pick was that Xbox would make good on their VR/augmented reality, like HoloLens tech
the Minecraft
from
thing?
years ago, and fucking didn't happen.
2018, 2019?
Oh, it was like 20,
they did the
2017,
Minecraft thing on the
2018.
camera?
Yeah, and
Just-
it looked amazing.
Just like Xbox didn't release anything last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brayden predicted that by the end of the year, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League will be close to death, and the roadmap of updates and future content would already be pretty dire, and absolutely nailed it.
Was
Did you guys
totally
see
trying
this from the last couple of days?
Did they release
I saw the
single
comic
player
book
mode?
ending trailer.
No.
Can we do the spoiler?
No.
No, we have to do the spoiler.
No.
What is it?
No
Why not?
spoilers.
Why do you want to do spoiler?
Hang on, what is that from?
All right, we're going to do a spoiler. If you don't want to hear it, just go away for the next...
Suicide Squad
3
Kill the
minutes.
Justice League. Do people really care about this?
No,
Nah.
let's do it.
All right, so the spoiler is... Get this, ready?
Yes.
So, the special ending that they just released...
So they changed, they've patched in another ending?
Yep. So the special... Oh, no, this was always the plan. So, all the superheroes you kill... They were clones. The
Oh.
real superheroes are still alive.
So Kevin Conroy's Batman from Arkham is still alive.
Do you,
Sorry,
know,
guys.
do you know what would have been better if
See,
they
what they've
woke
done-
up and it was all a dream?
So what they've done is they've made the game worse.
Yes.
They also did it as
ruined-
a 2D stop motion comic.
Yeah.
Well done, guys.
They ruined their narrative integrity because they thought this would somehow be better.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
They Mario 2'd it.
Yeah, they Mario 2'd it.
They Mario 2'd it.
Floppy predicted that we would get a release date and trailer for Wolverine.
Do I get half a point? Because we've got a trailer.
No. Oh. Yeah, I reckon
argue you get a half a point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
that's
not?
fine.
Yeah.
I should have just made it. I should have gone simple.
And
said, someone will mention the word Wolverine.
Someone will
here's,
say W.
here is the best one, and I'm calling collusion here.
Floppy.
Yes, mate?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Well, then don't do it.
The Marvel Wolverine trailer
Yes?
is going to make everyone sick. Was 3 years ago.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Let me finish. But did they play it last year?
I mean, you could argue that someone somewhere played it last year.
Half a point.
1 point.
I don't care.
That was 3 years ago. Oh my god.
That's a long time ago.
and-
Damn.
Captain Safety Pick didn't make a safe pick.
No. I'm going to dispute this, but read it out. I'm going to dispute this.
I am going to argue there was collusion, and Michael Towns knew this was coming because Jazz predicted that Townsy would make a new game.
No, she didn't. According to this run sheet, she predicted Michael Townsend will release a news game.
Michael Townsend, the son of Pete Townsend from The Who.
Correct. And to my knowledge, Michael Townsend did not release a game last year.
Correct. Played some good bass, though.
Okay, but
No
we
point.
know that's not the case. That the prediction was intended to be for Townsend.
Well, you know what?
wait,
You know what?
I can't
Intentions.
remember.
If the world was built with intentions, that would
Yep.
be amazing.
Yep.
If I had a $1 for every intention, I'd be rich.
So I'm sorry, but Michael Townsend did not release a game last year.
That's fair.
Can you imagine
Obviously,
if
you know
Brayden
what?
looks up now and he did? It's like,
He's suddenly alive.
No,
Also,
there,
Jazz,
there-
just
there
saying.
is a Michael
Fake
Townsend who comes up when you search, and it's not good.
oh,
I told Townsy about that last show.
Yeah, it's not good.
Google Michael Townsend.
Yeah,
you
it's
get like
not
a
good.
murderer.
It's real not good.
oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Let's go through a couple of the Patoots, our beloved Patreon's picks.
Someone called Townsy. Don't know who that is. Michael Towns.
So Michael Towns said Red Dead 2 and GTA 5 for the Switch 2 at launch. No.
We don't
Floppy.
know yet.
What's his next?
Square Enix will have at least 2 trailers for newly announced games that'll 100% look like something Chrono related till the logo pops up and it'll be new Mystic Quest or some shit and Ben will cry.
That's not bad.
No, but it was pretty accurate.
No, that didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen.
His third pick there, Anto?
The amount of layoffs lately will evolve into a bunch of unexpected studio closures and some publishers too, including a big AAA publisher closing.
I mean, there was who was the AAA publisher? Who did the quadruple A game and it failed
Ubisoft.
miserably? Oh, Ubisoft? Oh, well, they were almost closing.
It
Well,
could be
may I
bought
have
out
to
by
say-
I mean,
someone
they
next
had
year.
that Prince of Persia game come out, and they shut that studio down.
That's true.
And
Yeah,
that was like an award-winning game.
That's true.
Pretty accurate.
Were
Brayden?
they making anything else though after that?
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
they had some stuff in the pipeline.
They
I
did
don't
have a
know
They
what.
Prince
did
of Persia.
DLC for it.
Yeah, okay.
It's crazy.
What's Game Boy Dad's pick there, Brayden?
Chrono Trigger to be ignored again. That is all.
Safe, Mr. Captain Safety Pants there.
Almost 2 points there.
Triple Indy said Nintendo will release a new console or it will be slim pickings for 2024. I reckon half a point
I would
because it
argue half a
was
point, 'cause there
very
was a
slim
bare bones
pickings.
year for Nintendo.
Slim pickings for Nintendo, yes. I don't think it was slim pickings overall though.
No, definitely not. There was a
But
lot
he
of
was referring.
He was
To
referring
Nintendo.
to
Referring to
Nintendo.
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 You want to read Sutex?
Sutec, Microsoft
Microsoft.
/ Xbox will snap up multiple studios to help feed the Game Pass machine. Sony will also acquire one and sign more third-party exclusives. Nintendo will announce and release... This is like 8 predictions.
Yeah, and you had to get them
Nintendo
all
will
right.
announce and release the Switch 2, which will be more powerful Switch, but will allow you to dual screen like a TV, like a Wii U.
I'm going to argue a third of a point
A third of a point.
because the sale for Activision and Blizzard went through last year.
That's true. I'm just going to refer to Xbox's micro sloth net from now on because they're slow at releasing games.
Yeah, Microsloth.
And last of all,
Hold
Dylan
on.
Villain, Anto, what was Dylan's pick?
Dylan predicted we will continue to see a price rise in consoles and Game Pass and PlayStation Plus and
And that was 100%.
capitalism is rampant.
Consoles didn't get more expensive.
No, but Game Pass and PlayStation
Game
Plus.
Pass and PlayStation Plus did.
Wasn't there a price rise?
PS5 went up in price last
Yeah.
year.
Well, that was the year before.
Oh, was it?
Was it?
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Time. What is it?
Or the year before that.
All right, we're each going to read out our far out predictions.
Our own.
I'll read Jazz's because Jazz isn't here.
Say
Tonight.
her name correctly.
Jazz.
Captain Safety Pants.
Captain Safety Pick.
Captain Safety Pants.
Not Safety Pants, Safety Pick, you weirdo. Captain Safety Pick.
I share the room with her. Safety pants. Anyway, my far out of left field pick was PlayStation will announce its intent to buy Square Enix. That didn't happen.
But there is the stuff with the FromSoft owners,
That's true.
but that's mainly to do with anime.
That is also true. Anto.
My far out of left field pick was that the Switch 2 would turn out to be a home-based system with a companion system that was either like capable of playing things at a lower resolution or streaming.
So like the Portal?
Yeah.
Oh, you were so close.
So close.
You were so close. Floppy.
Or Brayden.
Or Brayden.
Jeff Keighley will end up in legal trouble.
I wish.
I mean, not that we know of.
Not that we know of.
Yet.
Wouldn't
Mine
it be
was.
wild? Sorry, just quickly. Wouldn't it be wild if like it turned out like Kojima had like a restraining order?
I still love that joke that Waldorf and
Yes,
what's
that was
his name
good.
did go. Oh, it's Kojima. Do you know that's Jeff Keighley's best friend? He goes, oh really? Does Kojima know?
Kojima would never put an restraining order. He likes the attention too much.
It's true.
My pick was that Steam app will come to Xbox. Did not happen.
If anything, it's the opposite.
Yeah, SteamOS is going to everything.
Let me just edit this.
And Jazz's pick was Chrono Trigger will appear on the Switch Lite, or Jazz will play it, or both. I can honestly tell you, Jazz did not play Chrono Trigger this year.
How much does that hurt, Ben?
I don't care.
Same as every other year.
I feel justified because a friend of the show, Sean Fuster, sent me a clip today of what's his name, who voiced Sonic.
Roger Craig Smith.
Roger Craig Smith. He's
No,
also
no,
Batman.
for the movie.
Oh, Ben Schwartz.
Oh,
Ben Schwartz, that's it. He was having an interview with IGN, and they said, "Oh, is there a childhood character that like really sung to you?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, Frog from Chrono Trigger," and then went on this rant for about a minute
Yeah.
about how brilliant Chrono Trigger is as a game. And I
You know,
thought,
he's also like a god gamer and like just murders Castlevania 4 on the Super Nintendo in like 30 minutes.
oh really? Like Elon Musk?
Ben Schwartz is amazing, and he's
Don't-
actually good at video
no.
games.
What?
Ben Schwartz is awesome.
Yeah.
I actually love Ben Schwartz. He's great.
He's so cool.
All right, so final topic of this half, and it's going to be really, really quick because we're running over time. Apologies for taking up your precious ear space. Who won 2024?
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Brayden?
PlayStation.
It was PlayStation. Well done. So until next time.
Big thank you to our producer level patrons, Dylan the Villain, Michael Towns / Game Boy Games, and Sutek.